Boys, we're back. We are back. We are back. Now, welcome back to the Gem Finder series. Now, if you're new to the channel, you may not know what all has been going on, but it has been an absolute, it's been mayhem, okay? So I tried to live stream probably about 3 or 4 times last week, and every single time we tried to go live, technical difficulties, every single time, okay? So we got a new computer, we got a new network, we got a new IP, we got everything, literally everything brand new and ready to go. And here we are for episode 2 of the Gem Finder series. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. So one thing I do want to say before we even get started is just a reminder, I am now on a new computer. I'm on a new software. And so as time does go on, there's going to be little hiccups. My face is going to freeze, but my voice is going to keep going. That's totally normal. That's just my computer catching up. Don't worry about that at all. But with that being said, if there are any hiccups, if there's anything of that nature, just let me know in the chat. Let me know, hey T, it's lagging. Fix it. Do this, do that. I'll make adjustments. And this is kind of like our test. We're finally back. Let's give it a try run, okay? And so with that being said, guys, I'm so excited. Things are going to look a little different. We have a new setup on the way in which we can rank the systems. We're going to have just one ranking system from this point forward, no speculative ranking system, only the established ranking system to make it very easy. We, of course, are going to be just doing things in a bit of a different way. The microphone is new. Everything's new. So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am because it's been a long week. Okay. So with that being said, guys, how has everyone been? I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are ready. So if you are new to the channel, one thing that I do want to let you know is that what we're doing is the Gem Finder series. So 2 times a week. So just 2 times a week, what we're going to be doing is simply just going over new cryptos. Okay. New cryptos. So we're going to be taking a look at new projects. We're going to be taking a look at new cryptos that are going to be coming out soon. We're just looking at this new market because, of course, I do focus on my big ones, our ADAs, Ethereums, our XRPs, and those of that nature. But I think as an investor, sometimes it's fun to look at these newer cryptos and to just have fun speculating and trying to pick out which ones may have a big future one day that we may start to consistently update people on one day deep in the future, right? And now I know there are many people on this channel who do like to speculate. And so with that, I want to make sure that I can provide them a platform to come to find these speculative coins, but I do a little research for them and then give them the ability to go forward and doing more research from that point forward, right? Because there's a lot of different people on this platform who are just going to constantly shield tokens with no actual research, with no actual facts. And so the whole idea here is to provide the research for all of these exciting or big potential cryptos that are just starting to come out on the blockchain. So the way in which we do that is when we find a crypto that we like, we're going to give it a ranking on the established ranking system, as you can see on your screen now. Now, the cryptos that do well on this, whenever we start to go ahead and rank them, if they are ranked within the top 5 or they have the top 5 highest ranking that we've given out, they're then going to be put in a contenders bracket, which is looking like this at the moment. Here we go. And for this season, we're only on episode 2. So, of course, as you can see here, we have Driven X from episode 1, and then we have Gorilla Diamond from last season. And what we do know is that at the end of the series, at the end of the tournament, they are all going to compete against each other to see who is the gem of the season. Last season, we found Meta Hero on its 2nd day. The 2nd day that it was in existence, we found it, and it's now up over 300% since that day. And so going forward, hopefully we can continue that good hot streak of finding these amazing cryptos that we then bring to the community for them to then judge themselves. So with that being said, guys, just going forward today, what are we looking at? Well, we do have a few on the lineup, and then we do have some more that we will add, of course. So today's lineup, we're looking at Earnable and Glitchy, 2 cryptos from last week that we did review, but we're going to go ahead and review one more time again, simply because we didn't get to, the technical difficulties were so bad we had to cancel all the streams. And so with that, we're going to revisit them. Then we have Muso, which has been one of the most highly requested cryptos over the last week. And then on the 4th one, you guys will go ahead and be able to pick. But of course, no spam. Okay. Now I do have about 4 to 5 different moderators who are in the chat right now. Anyone who does spam emojis or capital letters or just constantly shilling a token with no actual content or value added to the chat itself, you will be temporarily muted, as that is not the idea of this community. It's not a shill fest. My Twitter post that I ask you to shill and let me know, that's where you shill. But going to my other YouTube posts, going on, putting this on the stream and constantly spamming is not the place to do it. And it will, of course, result in a temporary mute. If you do continue, it will result in a permanent mute. So I highly suggest let's not do that. Okay. Now, with that being said, as you can see here, our very first one of the day is actually going to be sponsored. Now, if you do want to sponsor one of our streams, there are very high requirements at this point. You absolutely must dox yourself to me and or the community. At least someone has to know who you are. You absolutely must have an audit done or in progress with no exceptions whatsoever. You also must have basic security protocols. You 100% have to, have things just such as locked liquidity, multi-sig wallets, and things of that nature. And the list does go on and on. But those first two, an audit and being doxxed, if you don't have that done, I honestly wouldn't even recommend emailing me, because the likelihood of me making an exception for you, highly unlikely, because my whole idea here is to protect my community as much as possible, especially when it comes to our different cryptos that are sponsoring it. Now, I'm starting to see some people put in the chat, just, like, for example, not to call you out, but kind of like Thunder BNB or Mini BNB. If you just put the name, I will consider that to be spam, and you'll end up getting muted. So I highly recommend let's not do that. Okay, I highly recommend not doing that. Okay, but with that being said, everyone, let's go ahead, let's go forward, and let's get started with today's video. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. I hope this whole thing works. I hope there's no technical difficulties, and I hope it just goes smooth. That's all we're looking for. I just want it to go smooth. Okay. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and let's jump into our very first crypto of the day, which is again going to be Earnable. Now, one thing I do want to let you all know, when I do switch screens, if I do switch from this screen that you can see on the screen now to another screen, my face may freeze, but as long as you can hear my voice, everything is okay. That's just my camera catching up. My camera's a little slow. Okay. But let's go ahead and let's get into this. So here we are on our very first crypto of the day, and it is going to be Earnable. Earnable is going to be a very basic crypto, but it is one that has established, honestly, very strong fundamentals, and that's the reason why I am personally a big fan of it. Now, let me make sure I get my, there we go. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about the white paper, and let's see this all here. Guys, have there been any lags, any spikes, anything, any audio issues, video issues? Please let me know in the chat as we do get this thing started, because remember, last week was disgustingly bad when it comes to technical difficulties. Okay. All right. So let's talk about Earnable, and let's talk about what they do. Alrighty. And quick shout out to Mike Johnson. I'll go ahead and pull that up. This is a new feature of my new software, so I love being able to do this. But we can see Mike Johnson said, coolest live happening on YouTube, Team Wanderlust. Shout out to Wanderlust. They're a crypto we're either going to get to today or we're going to get to on Wednesday. So definitely do stay tuned to that. They have a fantastic owner, CEO, very exciting ideas, and the things they're doing are very different. So definitely stay tuned for that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get this thing started. So what is Earnable? So Earnable lets you earn BNB while holding Earn. It's that platform that allows 24/7 earning of BNB rewards, which you can withdraw any time. And I'm going to back my microphone up just a smudge. There we go. So again, it's a DAT platform allows 24/7 earning of BNB rewards, which you can withdraw any time. Just by holding Earn, you're granted a share of all transaction taxes. Taxes are reflected back to holders in BNB and Earnable tokens. So one thing that I will say is that we have seen these before. We have seen cryptos that you can earn BNB on before. It's not brand new. But what I will say is they have the way they've just very simply established their fundamentals. It's just strong. Like their fundamentals are strong. They've done a good job of making it. You're going to earn BNB from holding this, and that's what it is. We've established the fundamentals, and we've done the things to make this legitimate, right? And it's a legitimate project, because when we see these earn BNB ones, there's always just a little bit extra. There's just always a little bit extra that they add in there that kind of throws the whole thing off. And I didn't find any of that with BNB. And shout out to the chat. Thank you, everyone. Digging the new mic, amazing software, really great setup. Thank you, everybody. Dang, I appreciate it. Y'all are so nice. Anyway, so guys, I put so much energy and effort into building this new setup, so I hope you guys do enjoy. But so as long as you hold Earnable, you'll earn BNB with every transaction sell or buy. Every transaction has a 15% tax, of which 13% goes into the BNB pool that is redistributed to all holders. So as you can see here, some of those other BNB earning ones we see, they will have like a BNB reward. That's all they do, but only like 5% of the 15% actually goes to distributing BNB out to people. I'm like, where's that other 10% going? You don't need that much for other stuff. And so we don't see all that we call it lanyap here, but it's just extra. It's extra. Shout out to my mom, by the way. My mom says, love the new setup and features. You work so hard to keep these videos running smooth. My mom knows more than anyone else the behind the scenes is hectic for me. Okay. So the more volume there is and the more tokens you hold, the more BNB rewards you will add into your claim wallet. This wallet belongs to you only, and the BNB there is yours. So others claiming their BNB doesn't affect you. You can hold it or claim it anytime. So there's an anti-well function, which is, of course, just always a great security measure to add. It doesn't 100% protect the crypto, but it for sure does add extra layers of security. The contract has an anti-well limitation of 1.5% of the total supply, which is, of course, 15 trillion tokens. It also has an anti-dump mechanism preventing sales of more than 0.15% of the total supply, which is 1 trillion tokens. This means for every wallet, there's a maximum of 0.1% of the total supply that can be sold per transaction. So there's really no major falls. Big shout out to all my homies are in here tonight. Shout out to Matt. I'm just gonna go say Matt. I always fumble the bag with your last name. And shout out to Paul as well. But so let's talk about who's on the team. Let's talk about these plans. I'm so excited we're back on the stream. If you can't tell, it's been such a long journey to get back here. But the plans are there to expand in terms of a professional audit and expansion of the functionality of the website with an earnings dashboard, calculators, and more. So what they're doing is just taking the idea of earning BNB and making it just as convenient and easy to understand, manage, and use as possible, which I do like. Some BNB cryptos, they make it too difficult to get the BNB, and no one really wants to go through that process. I like the idea of earning BNB. The reason I like it is because you can take advantage of a low cap, micro cap crypto that's price could skyrocket while also collecting and building up your bag in a more stable crypto or a more established crypto like BNB. So I love the idea, but if it's complicated, I'm not going to do it myself. And so the fact that they're trying to make it more convenient is absolutely amazing. Okay. So the team consists of Tom, the co-founder and lead developer, Tess, the co-founder and brand manager, Mike, automations engineer and bot god, and Mark, the senior developer. They're Doxxed. Absolutely phenomenal. They have provided LinkedIns and things of that nature, just so we do know that they actually exist. So the founders of Earnable are highly experienced and have already demonstrated their focus and diligence on another known project. The team will expand as Earnable grows more, adding community managers, marketing leads, developers, and moderators. So let's kind of talk about the problems and let's talk about the solutions, and we can get an idea of why this Airbnb idea is still so strong, and it's something that a lot of people have done because there is the popularity there, right? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in a bit for you all. There we go. Okay. So problems. You want to gain BNB and make money while not having to stake. You don't want to get scammed. That's fair. You want to be able to always withdraw your earned BNB. Other reward tokens feel shady. Truth. You want to earn a passive income for longer than just a week. So their solution is being a reward token with a high percentage of reflections, like Earnable. Choose a Doxx team and follow your gut feeling. They have been very transparent. I do give them that. Make a test transaction and see that Earnable. You can always withdraw your earnings, which is great because sometimes these newer cryptos will lock up your earnings, and I don't like that because if you want your money back, you should be able to get your money back. You know, that's always something I've been a fan of. That's why I love crypto so much, and I don't like when companies lock your money up. You can help the community by promoting or using your rewards to buy dips to expand your positional earns. So, of course, there are some of their highlights. They have a real use case, of course, being able to earn BNB and build your bag there. You can earn passive income, stable BNB rewards, lock liquidity, Doxx dev team, well preventing system, and much more. So what we can go ahead and see is some of their tokenomics. Now, remember when I was telling you that there's no extra stuff? There's no lagniappe, as we call it in Louisiana and down in the South. 13% of the BNB, 13% of all reflections on buys and sells, it goes to BNB rewards, which is in this redistributed back out to holders. 1% goes to earn rewards. Holders, 1% goes to liquidity pool, which does help holders, of course, because it allows just the overall flow and the transactional volume and things like that to remain smooth. There's no extra. There's no little 3% marketing. There's no little 4% for the dev wallet. There's no little 3% for the team. No, what they say it is, earn BNB, that's what it is. And I love that. That's one thing I always say. If you're going to make it a charity coin, make your tokenomics about the charity. Don't have 10% transactions and then 9% of it goes to everything but charity out of the 10%. No, make your tokenomics, make your crypto flow around what you're branding yourself for. And they've done a fantastic job of that. So just some general info about them. They've launched on the 18th of July on the BSC Smart Chain. You're available on PancakeSwap. Use MetaMask for optimal performance. Slippage at less than 16%. And there's the contract address provided for you there. I will also provide the link in the description below. Now, some of the roadmap, just to get an idea of what we can expect soon. Of course, the team is Doxxed, full withdrawal functionality on website, application for CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, which is good for just advertisement in general, marketing campaigns on Twitter and Reddit, and an ad calculation dashboard app, which I'm very excited for. I think that's going to provide a lot of that's just going to provide a lot of ease of use. Guys, how does everything sound? Look, little check-in real quick. Is everything okay? Anyway, going into Q4, CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap listings should be complete. BSC scan verified, which of course is important just to establish the credibility, legitimacy of the project. Professional multi-channel marketing, add see more Oh, okay. Add more community managers. So we definitely need to fix that on all platforms. Launch new website with dashboard, auto smart contract, auto claim and reinvest, earnable swap, pursue bigger exchange listings. So you can see that they are starting to not only do this, but expand a little bit further out of Earn So I know it's based and centered around the idea of earning BNB, but they want to do things like earnable swap and auto claims and reinvest and just things of that nature that just make it a little bit more functionable. So overall, their conclusion says that Earnable makes the earning of BNB and withdrawing your earned funds whenever you want possible with this revolutionary smart contract. We bring passive income and financial freedom to our holders, allowing them to grow their funds while also enjoying growth of the Earnable token itself. And so what I must say is that for all of the earned BNB tokens I've seen, I would say this one is probably amongst the strongest fundamentally. They don't really seem to have any faults. There's nothing that I see like glaring problems that I can find. I love the fact that they're transparent and doxed. And so with that, plus an audit and things of that nature, I definitely would say they're amongst the top in earned BNB cryptos. And so it's definitely one to keep an eye on if that is your style of crypto there. So overall, they definitely do have a lot of potential. This is again going to be their website here. You can connect your wallet, some FAQs and things like that. And then again, this is the team, fully doxed, of course, and readily available to be seen. Their website is earnable.one. And the moment the stream ends, I will go ahead and I will add that to the description. So definitely stay tuned for that. So we just got through a full review, seemingly with no issues, which is great. So my fingers are crossed, and I'm very nervous right now. By the way, I'm just nervous. I feel that impending doom, like the stream's gonna crash, and I'm gonna freak out. So I think we're good though. I think we're good. Okay, so that is going to be the first one of the day. So that is going to be Earnable that we just went over. And now I'm just testing some of these other features too, because I can move this, I can make this full screen, I can move all this stuff around. So I'm going to kind of play with it. If anything, if I switch to one screen and it starts lagging, let me know so I won't do it again. Okay, I won't do it again. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put a few users in timeout here just because, guys, you definitely have to do it. And any of the moderators in the chat, if you see someone, of course, just spamming or anything like that, please just go ahead and drop them a quick mute. But so we just went over Earnable again. So they're one of the strongest earned BNB cryptos that I have gone over. It definitely has a lot of potential in that space. And I'm excited to see how they do transfer those strong fundamentals over to actual crypto itself and, doing some other things in terms of use case. So that is definitely one that I would keep an eye on for sure. Of course, guys, if you are excited that the stream seems to be going quite well, definitely let me know again by smashing that like button. But with that being said, as you can see here, I do this every time. There we go. Let's see. Someone did just email me quickly, said, oh wait, not this one. Let's see. I emailed you with information on my project and don't think I got a reply. I'm fully doxed dev and showed it as well. Yeah. So my emails, I was not replying to any. I wasn't doing any, I wasn't talking about bringing any more sponsors on until I knew that the stream would be back up. I didn't want to waste anyone's time. So now that it seems to be going well, I'll start to respond to some people who definitely want to come on the stream. So expect that email pretty soon here. I just didn't want to waste anyone's time by making any false promises that I could do the sponsorships or anything like that. And then the stream crashes. Okay, so that's the reason I do apologize there. So someone also did just say, Tyler, I thought last time you were going to review Dogina. I do plan on doing that on Wednesday. I'm just trying to play catch up right now. So I split last week up into this episode and Wednesday's episode, and I'll probably, so I know Wednesday likely it'll be Dogina, Wanderlust if possible. I'd like to do Wanderlust today, but if not, Wanderlust on Wednesday. And then there was one more we were supposed to go over last week. Please let me know what it was if that is a crypto that you would like to see. Anyway, but again, so next up, let's talk about Glitchy. Glitchy, I love Glitchy. I love Glitchy, and I love the community. Quick shout out to David Hudgick. I bet it's Hugic. Maybe I'm right. I'm just excited that you got the stream up and running smoothly. Congrats, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into Glitchy, shall we? So Glitchy, let's go ahead and zoom in again. Glitchy V2 is here. Click here to migrate. Quick PSA about Glitchy. They wanted me to remind you guys, and I will for sure let you know. Okay. They're working on updating their contract on coin. I think it's CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So make sure if you do decide to purchase some Glitchy, make sure you are 100% only doing it from the legitimate formal post they make in a Telegram or from the website, because they're updating the contract. Please pay close attention to that. Okay. Don't want any money going anywhere that it shouldn't. Okay. Because again, guys, the space is already risky enough. You don't want to just throw your money in and lose it for no reason. Okay. So pay close attention to that. So let's get a sip of water quick. I'm going to jump into super chats as soon as we get through Glitchy. So welcome to Glitchy. Claim any BSC token every hour. This one's interesting. There's something real interesting about Glitchy, and there's a reason that I like them so much, and the community's fun, of course, but there's something specific about them that I like more than the rest, so definitely stay tuned for that. But so Glitchy is the first ever claim-based token where you can claim any other token on the BSC. Stay tuned. I'm going to talk about that more in a second here. So currently their market cap is still pretty low, about $500,000 at the moment. Glitchy's price is 0.00052 with a total holders of about 600. So they're very, very new. Very new. Okay, so do understand that. Although I'm a big fan of Glitchy and I think they have some great things going on, they are not doxed publicly right now, but I will say that they did dox themselves to me. Multiple members on the team did send me their personal social media profile, so I do know that they really exist, and the people that they say they are, they are. I'll just go ahead and I'll say that. They will be doxing hopefully in the future one day for the public, but do know the team behind it that they say they are, that's who they are, okay? Because again, if you want to sponsor a stream, because they were one of last week's sponsors, you absolutely must dox yourself. 1,000,000%, no questions asked, okay? So let's check out the documents. We'll go over them, and then we're going to jump into Muso, which I've never looked at before. We're going to go over Chat's Choice, whatever you guys want to check out. And then we're going to maybe have time for a third one. We're at about 21 minutes, so we should have time for sure. So what is Glitchy? Well, Glitchy is a token on the Binance Smart Chain. Again, has there been any issues, lag, freezes, crashes, anything? Please let me know. Glitchy is a token on the Binance Smart Chain. I like that already. Ethereum network, ridiculous right now. Using the currently famous mechanism of fees and transactions, Glitchy allows its holders to be rewarded simply for holding the token in their wallet. There's an overall 15% tax on every trade. The following is a breakdown of this tax. 10% goes to holders, 2% goes to liquidity, 2% goes to the giveaway box, and 1% to the maintenance contract. It's another thing that I said about Earnable that I like a lot about them is there's no fluff. There's no lanyard. There's no extra. It's 10% to holders. 2% goes to liquidity pool, which benefits holders because that helps them if they want to sell or anything like that with transactions. It just makes it much easier, of course. 2% to the giveaway bot, the giveaway bot, which is absolutely phenomenal. And it's just another possible way for you to be able to win some even more money, basically, just for holding it there. And then only 1% to the maintenance contract because they don't need that much to keep this up. They do need a little bit, of course. These projects aren't free. So they just have that little bit, just as much as they're going to need to maintain it and make sure everything runs smoothly. That's it. And that's it for the tokenomics. Nothing extra, nothing over the top. And so the fact that they've not added anything extra is always super duper appealing to me. Super appealing to me, okay? So each sell transaction will have increased fees up to 1.5x. So definitely pay attention to that. Okay. So let's talk about holder rewards. When holding Glitchy, you get the choice of how you want to withdraw your reward. Any holder, even the smallest holder, will be able to enjoy rewards from holding Glitchy. All you need is one GLY token in your wallet. That's it. Just one, which is absolutely cool. Someone said, zoom in on the website. Okay. Got you. My apologies. Yep. Cool. Is that okay? That should be good. Okay. Someone said, did people already win? Yes, there have already been winners to the giveaway. Okay. Make sure. Okay. There we go. Move that a little. There we go. So holders have the following options with claiming rewards, and this is my favorite part of it so far. So the user can simply choose to collect his reward as BNB directly to his wallet. So simple, similar to Earnable, you can just build up BNB. Of course, people do love BNB. It's one of those ones that a lot of people do pay each other in. And so with that being said, how do you explain it? Like, since it's such a commonly used crypto, if you just want to be able to build that bag just by owning another crypto, that's price might skyrocket at some point. Why not? So you can earn BNB. You can withdraw as any active token on the BSC and PancakeSwap, which I'm a big fan of. Now, the reason that I'm a big fan of that, considering the fact that this includes USDT, BUSD, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA, the reason that I'm a massive fan of that is because it's such a best of both worlds thing. If you're a speculative investor, but you also have, your big investment holdings like myself, so I have ADA, Ethereum, and Bitcoin are my biggest holdings ever, like more than 80-90%. But I also like throwing a little bit of cheeky money into some of these speculative plays. You can put a little bit of money into something like Glitchy, take advantage of a potential moonshot of the price because its market cap is still so low. But then you can also use that same time that you in the money that you have invested into them to be building up your investments in ADA or Bitcoin or Ethereum. I love that idea. It's something that I've not seen too many times and executed well. And that's definitely that's a big thing for me. It's one of my most not most favorite, but just my favorite in general aspects of Glitchy for sure. Now, you can also, to help Glitchy's project, of course, because if not, everybody would just be withdrawing an ADA Bitcoin, but you can also swap for more Glitchy with reduced fees. So users who want to grow their Glitchy holdings could choose to swap their rewards for more Glitchy with reduced fees. Any person holding more than 50K Glitchy tokens will see the fees reduced by 50%, which is a significant amount, especially if you choose to sell. So it'll be 50% if they choose to reinvest their reward in Glitchy, meaning more tokens for the same value. For any holders with less than 50K tokens, if they choose to reinvest in Glitchy, they will enjoy 0 fees. While some other coins only reward big holders, Glitchy helps the little wallets grow their stack as well. So you can definitely see the appeal of deciding what's your opportunity cost. Do you want to withdraw it in ADA, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or something like that, and have to take the fees, or do you want to continue to grow your Glitchy bag and not have to pay so many fees there? Okay. Now they also do have an experimental function that is in the works, which of course the auto withdrawal. Some wallets will be able to auto claim their reward in BNB, meaning that it's just 100% automatic. And you don't have to actively be doing it yourself, which is definitely it's a more convenient thing. It's something that helps with convenience, and I think over time that is going to be something we see much more often. Now, Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. My bad. Okay. I forgot to switch it back. I'm still experimenting, guys. Okay. By the way, the website is glitchy.wtf. Okay, so Rebecca said, could you swap around the main screen? At the moment, your pic is big, but your browser is small. No, I want you to see my teeth and my lips and my forehead. I want to zoom in on my face. Okay, so the giveaway bot. This is one thing we talked about earlier. So giveaways are based on the trading volume of Glitchy. 2% of every trade will go toward the funding of the giveaways themselves. The giveaway bot functions by collecting BNB on buy and sell transactions. And then once triggered with the click of a button or app, it will randomly select the Glitchy holder to receive the giveaway pot. Very, very 100% just random to out one of the holders. And it's glitchy.wtf again. So giveaway rules. So someone says, okay, so you can just hold Glitchy. Hold on. Oh, I can wait. I can do this. Wait. So someone said, okay, so you can just hold Glitchy and claim reward as et cetera, as Ethereum, Bitcoin, or ADA. Yes, 100%. 100%. That's how it works. Okay. So go ahead and move forward. Okay. So in order to qualify for a giveaway, again, you must hold at least 10,000 Glitchy tokens in your wallet. 2% of every trade is sent to a giveaway bot contract. Each level increments by 1 BNB and will continue stacking with no limit. Once the current level amount is reached, a winner needs to be picked. And so with that being said, of course, it is just going to be about a $10, $15 investment that can get you into this giveaway, which could significantly increase the amount of Glitchy in which you hold. Now, to randomly pick a winner, a user will need to click the giveaway call feature on our website. The contract then uses the current time, the address of the user clicking the giveaway call, and the block difficulty. This information gets mixed together and generates a random number between 0 and the total amount of Glitchy holders. Anyone can click the button to call the contract to pick a random winner once a reward level is reached. Because the contract needs to generate a random number and make sure the address picked is eligible for the giveaway, it costs gas to do this, of course. So after a user clicks the button to randomly pick a winner, if the address pick doesn't meet the requirements for the giveaway, the contract will return no winner. Then another attempt at picking a winner needs to be made until an address that meets the requirements is randomly selected. So it's 100% random. If the address pick meets the requirements, the owner of this wallet can simply withdraw their winnings from the app. Very simple, very easy. However, if the winning address doesn't claim their winnings within the next 5 levels, the contract will automatically cancel this win and send the value back to the giveaway pot. So make sure you check regularly to make sure you didn't win a whole bunch of money and it's just gone. Okay, so let's go ahead, of course, and let's go forward. So one thing in which they do say here, it says that Glitchy's new contract gives the owner flexibility in order to adapt to the constant changing DeFi world. Here's a list of all the actions the contract owner could take on Glitchy. And so with the new contract, it just gives them the ability to expand. And, I always say, I would rather see a crypto project not renounce ownership, but just dox themselves, then renounce ownership and not dox themselves, right? Because I'm like, no, I want you to be able to expand, but I want to make sure I'm secure. I want to make sure that I'm safe, right? And so that's why I tell these devs, just dox yourself. Like, I know this is a very, I know it can be a risky space sometimes, and I know that it can be a very threatening space. I get death threats quite often. I used to, not really much anymore. I just do technical analysis. There's not much death in that, but think about the fact that if John Caroni and the dang on the team of SafeMoon, one of probably the most loved and hated cryptos that has been around, if they're public, there's no reason that you should feel so threatened that you can't be public. Because if you do that, you don't necessarily need to renounce ownership, and you can be more flexible with the contract. And so as we can see here, there's more contract flexibility with this contract update that is going to be things such as dividend trackers, set maintenance, set LP wallets, and things of that nature. Okay. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be another example of one of these earn BNB / ADA Ethereum Bitcoin cryptos in which you can purchase it, take advantage of the potential for the price just to take off and the value of your initial investment to increase dramatically, while also increasing the bags you hold for some of those bigger cryptos, such as your ADAs, your Ethereums, and everything like that. And so with that being said, I love that idea. It's, again, a best of both worlds type of thing. And I think going forward, we're going to continue to see people do it. And once they realize, like, okay, wait, yeah, I can just put a little bit here, continue, hopefully one day earn just as much in BNB or Bitcoin as I invested. And then all I'm doing is just keeping that money in there, hoping that the price takes off one day. I mean, there's a lot of potential there. And that's a reason I do, like, I'm very infatuated with these type of cryptos right now. It's kind of my thing. But so with that being said, of course, they do have a bunch of things on the horizon. There's many things in which they do want to do coming up in the future. Of course, we do have Glitchy 2.0, which we have seen out already, marketing outreach partnerships. But then going forward, they are also going to be coming out with things such as music and esports, town halls, and things of that nature, which kind of allows them to expand, grow, and continue, considering the fact that they are expanding out and giving more contract, more flexibility. I think it will be much more important or possible to expand out and scale the project itself. So that's Glitchy. That's the project. That's the two that we did go over in the last week. Those were the two that we went over. And of course, we did need to go over again this week. So now let's go ahead. Let's jump back onto our other screen here. And we can see that next up, we are going to be talking about Muso. Now, I have no idea what Muso is for the most part. I do have their website pulled up here, but other than that, I really don't know what they do. I'm assuming it's music, considering just the look of it and everything. But other than that, I'm excited to finally get into some brand new contracts as well. So let's go ahead, though. Before we do even do that, let's jump into the chat. Let's see what everyone's talking about. And yeah, let me just see what's going on before we do jump into the next one. I hope you guys are having a great day. Of course, if you are enjoying the stream, you can let me know by smashing that like button, homies. Have we been running smooth? Everything all good? Everything okay? Let's jump into some super chats real quick. Super chats. So we have a super chat from Palmer, Belgium. Says 4 should be 8-bit crypto. I've been hearing a lot about 8-bit. Maybe we'll go ahead and check them out if you guys are if you guys want to see it. Of course, definitely let me know in the chat. Of course, if you send me super chats, it's not a guarantee that you are going to be. Okay, I'll double check my sound. It's not a guarantee that you will be on the stream, but it does mean I will throw it out to the chat. And if the chat wants to see it, we're for sure going to check it out if the chat wants to see it, though. Next up, we have one from Blissful Bash MTG, a $2 donation. Big shout out to you. It looks like you may have a YouTube channel yourself, so definitely go check his YouTube channel out, or her YouTube channel, of course. And I appreciate it, Blissful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's see who else we got. What is your dream destination? I absolutely want to go to there's a few places I want to go. So like Dubai and Abu Dhabi are like at the top of my list. I want to go harass Connor one day. I'm just going to show up at his house. And he's just going to have to let me in, or me and Connor Kenny are going to have a YouTube fight. But I don't know. I don't know. I just want to go everywhere, really. I just want to go everywhere, to be honest. Let's see here. Not by the owner, by third parties. Right. Got you. Okay. Love this project. Just needs more eyes on it, for sure. I definitely agree there. I think they have a great idea. Let's see. I mean, if the contract is available, I can find a block timestamp and enter the giveaway is such a way to win. I don't want to FUD because it looks like a good project. I will take a look right now. Yeah, Paul, definitely go take a look. And Glitchy, if you are in the chat, maybe you can explain or talk to Paul about it. And of course, you can definitely let me know. Let me know. He's talking about the giveaway there. All right, let's see. Jump into a few more super chats, and then we'll get back into the stream, of course. So, Trail at MTB with a $5 donation. Yo, Trail at MTB has been around my channel for a long time. Shout out to you. Sharing Global has now government contract. Interesting. Maybe we'll have to check it out. What do y'all think about that? Maybe we'll have to go ahead and give a look. You're a wanderer. Absolutely. I want to see everything. Especially after this pandemic. I'm so sick of just having to stay in country. I want to go everywhere. Okay. All right, I think it's about time we get into the next one, guys. I think it's about time that we get into the next one. All right, double checking stream. All right, let's go ahead. All right. So, Muso, let's see what this is all about. Let this go. Cool. Okay, so Muso Finance. Shout out to Astronaut 2022, one of the Patreon members in my Discord. Always telling me about Muso. Was in very early weeks ago, and now seemingly doing very well off of this one. So big shout out to you. Let's see. So tokenomics roadmap. Let's start with the white paper, of course. And then I'm gonna zoom in for you all. There we go. Muso Finance is a new and innovative cryptocurrency designed to reward holders with both tokenomics and shares of the profits from a UK limited company. Okay, that's good immediately. A limited company basically means it's a legal established company that they are going to be associated with the government in some type of way. In which that provides security. Big shout out to Paul. Paul said, I can do live code audits on your chat if you want, Tyler. I absolutely 1,000,000% am down for that. Okay, so the team has been working for months to design this unprecedented crypto model, enabling development of a business structure including an events company, a social media app, and eventually a Muso members platform, enabling musicians to develop their career by providing legal and financial support. Okay, kind of sounds similar to the music version of oh no, what was it called? Was it M Content or something like that, or M something, where they did this with film creators? I can't remember, but it was pretty interesting. The development team consists of Alex Gwynn, Ryan Nicholas, Ashley Waterman, and Liam Britton. Once musicians, the developers have now moved on to work with the industry in several areas, including management, music production, media production, event operations, and still hold a strong passion for music. So it's revolving around music, for what we can tell. Okay. So the last year has been a struggle for everyone, truth, especially for unsigned musicians who are left with no support. I can imagine for sure. Man, okay. So during the pandemic, the developers gained a keen interest in cryptocurrency and how coins were profiting investors. Whilst making positive changes to different causes, we recognized this was a potential opportunity. And after months of exploring, research, and developing, we have now released Muso Finance. So what do we do? Okay. Unlike any other crypto, Muso Finance Ltd will aim to share a % of its profits annually to our loyal holders. Our business model is tailored to be a direct link between the music industry and crypto. Muso is a long-term project, and we welcome you to join us on our journey. Either cryptocurrencies aim for the moon, and that's fine. They can take the moon. We'll take planet Earth. I love that. That's good. That's good. I like that. Okay. So let's see what this is all about. So we got Muso Festival, grassroots funding. Okay, so they're very in-depth with their explanation, which is something you always like to see. So Muso Fest will be an annual music festival based in the UK. The festival will be over a 3-day period with the event date to be announced in due course. Hopefully the pandemic does not slow this down in any way. The festival will be a mixture of industry-leading artists and unsigned artists performing across several stages. All ticket holders will get the chance to book a slot at festival's crypto seminar. Oh, that's fun. So they're going to be able to implement crypto in some way with the music fest. Okay. Where market experts will share knowledge and information and raise awareness to all aspects of cryptocurrency. Festival attendees will have the option to book standard camping or upgrade to one of our Muso pods. The Muso pods are luxury teepees with beds, desks, electricity, Wi-Fi, so our traders can escape the festival atmosphere when need to focus on their investments and trading, right? I'm going to go leave this content real quick. Let me go flip Ada. I'll be right back. So the festival will see a selection of world food vendors, and rather than your average fast food setup, sounds delicious. I'm down for that. Okay. So exclusive discount will be available to token holders for festivals if bought while on pre-sale. In addition to this, we aim to share a percentage of profit from the festival back to the Muso community, even if you don't attend. Okay, interesting. Do you guys go to music festivals? I've never been to one before. I feel like I'd enjoy it, but it got to be the right artist for me. Once the coin is established, the team will introduce biannual grassroots funding for independent musicians. 1% of the development wallet will fund this. Musicians face many challenges at the beginning of their career, such as funding the first record or album, getting the exposure for the record, and traveling costs and production costs for media. I have a buddy, Trevor. He owns a YouTube channel, and one thing I will say is he's like kind of like a traveling artist. He plays a lot of music. He was one of my very first friends on YouTube. And I can say that he said it multiple times that during a pandemic, when people aren't spending money like that, when restaurants aren't paying, these musicians to come to their restaurants, he said it's a hard life. It's a really hard life. Like, it revolves around entertainment, but not only entertainment and live entertainment. If you're not making a lot of money per show, you have to do a lot of shows. Well, if not a lot of people are paying, well, it can get rough. So I definitely see that there is for sure a problem that they are trying to solve. For sure. So having experienced these challenges ourselves, we at Muso Finance want to empower talented artists by offering funds to help cover costs, which will enable them to achieve the industry standard on their project. Artists will have to apply for funding via the Muso website. Applications will be decided by a panel of industry experts to ensure the funding is awarded to the application with the most benefit from the funding. Funds will be distributed accordingly to the successful applicants. This sounds a lot like the music version for sure of M Content. Like very similar, very, very similar. So one of our long-term aims is to create Muso Records, an independent record label offering fair deals compared to major labels. These artists would receive an advance to enable them to create the best possible products as well as marketing to secure the best success. The artists will receive up to 50% profit from the record sales, with the remaining record returning to Muso Records. In addition to this, a percentage of the profit received by Muso Records will be distributed back to Muso holders. Okay, so I get what they're trying to do here. So what they're basically doing is going to just be creating an overall music company, right? Who owns music festivals and record labels and things like that. And the people who are going to be within and, hold the crypto itself, it's almost like you're investing in the company by owning the crypto, because they are then going to be distributing some of those profits back out to their holders, similar to a dividend investment. So what it seems like is they're going to be trying to become a very big music company. And the way in which you invest into them, of course, is going to then be by buying some of the tokens that are associated with the actual crypto side of the actual company itself. You know what I mean? So interesting. I would say that there's relatively a limited use case there. I would say that with this one, I would say that there is like just that it's one realm. I'm not a big music fest guy. I'm not anything like that. And so I think that you are kind of putting relative limitations on yourself, but I know that there are a lot of people in the world who are, and so just because I'm not necessarily doesn't mean hundreds of thousands of people wouldn't find this interesting if they did the right marketing for sure. So with social media being the forefront of conversations, what better way to bring like-minded music lovers together in a centralized app? Spotlight is a new and innovative app designed specifically to connect artists and fans via video and our audio. The slick swipe design allows users to discover, follow, and interact with artists at ease. Okay. So the Spotlight profile allows artists and users a space to share all key information, including upcoming events, attend events, followers, following, and what the artist is currently working towards. The main feature of Spotlight is the monthly top 100. The feature displays the top 100 trending artists with an optional filter for specific genres of the user's choice. The trending the trending feature is powered by user votes monthly. The greater the votes, the higher the artist will rank. The integrated messaging facility allows users to connect directly with the artist via their profile. Events. So Spotlight will allow users to locate events at the click of a button. The user just needs to input their location, select a genre, and set a radius and click search. And then lastly, there is a tipping in which you can, of course, tip the artist. Of course, says the artist tipping function enables users to tip artists using Muso Finance cryptocurrency. Okay, interesting. So the integrated technology is a great way for artists to connect with users regularly whilst working towards building an income to finance recording, marketing, and touring, allowing them to meet with fans in person. It's kind of like a music Tinder, a music creator Tinder. That's what it sounds like to me. So now they're also going to be coming out with a podcast, and let's see. As part of, oh my goodness. Okay, 1 second. I'll get into the super chats in 1 sec. As part of the Muso YouTube channel, Muso will be introducing a Muso Discover section where the trending artists on the app will be featured playing a live session streamed across the world. The platform will enable artists to reach a global audience, giving them the exposure they deserve. The Muso Discover will be determined by the top 100 feature on the Spotlight app. All right, let's talk about the tokenomics. How does the token work? Okay, so we got an idea. So basically what we got is a crypto that's going to be building a music company. They're going to have some type of record label in the future, holding music festivals and things like that, and trying to bring some stand apart. What's up, homie? Welcome in which they are going to be bringing some attention as well to new music artists. So basically it's going to be all around music, and then they are going to allow holders to basically invest into the company by then redistributing out profits to the holders themselves, and that's a way in which you can interact not only in the music industry but also within crypto as well. And so our tokenomic model is based around a 10% tax. 3% goes to holders, 3% to a dev wallet, 4% auto locked into liquidity to allow for the increase of the price floor. And now I will say, usually I would be pretty annoyed that it's 3% to holders and 3% to the development wallet, because it's the same amount. And I don't like the fact that the development wallet would be growing in the same exact amount as the holders. But one thing you also have to consider is that profits will be distributed out once they do start to generate revenue based off of these different events, festivals, and things like that. So there's going to be even more rewards that do come as this thing does go into the long term. And then also we have to remember that they have a lot they're trying to do. They're trying to hold music festivals and labels and all of these things. So they're definitely going to need a lot more funding than a project that might just be like an Airbnb or something like that. And that's why you see in a project like this one, there's a little bit more that goes towards the team to be able to help build this entire thing than another one, right? Now, one thing I will say is that as we do see that, though, there is, of course, more risk. That is something that is associated with companies like this one, is that even though they are established as a legal entity, which is very good, you do got to understand that they do hold a more significant portion of the token, and their wallets will grow a lot faster. And so with that, you definitely need to pay attention to that what they say is going to come out that wallet or go into that wallet is exactly what's happening. And there's no extra. There's no lanyard. Okay. So let's see here. So 8% of the total supply goes to locked team wallets, 20% community burn, 10% initial burn, holders incentive burn 20%. So even a whole bunch of burns, which is good, 30%, 32% at launch, and 10% to ambassadors. So that's nothing too crazy. I would say that is 18% that is going to be within their control, but we do also have to consider that there are some locked team wallets. So we definitely want to see how long they that they have to, how long are they going to be locked for? Now, Paul made is a good point. I don't have to bring Paul on the show and be like one of my help, like Paul. I know you're busy. I know you're busy with the project, but Paul says why Muso Ltd is registered as an administration of financial markets company and not as a music studio or something like that. That's an interesting point. I see. That's the extra level of research we need to be doing outside the stream. That's a good point. I would love if Muso was in here to explain that. That'd be a great thing to assess for sure, because that's interesting. Like you would think it would be more featured and centered as a company towards the music festival, since you're basically investing into a music company. That's a great point, Paul. That's a great point. That's a fantastic question. I would love to see that. So team wallets are locked for 1 year. So that's great. And then they do have a lot ready to be burned as they do reach certain levels of holders. So of course, as it does grow, they will be burning more. And that is then going to allow people to see the value go up the more that they hold and the more that it does grow. So overall, it's definitely interesting. Let's see what the roadmap is looking like. Let me make sure no lag or anything like that. We have Pastor said, because Muso Finance Ltd isn't a recording studio, Paul. Well, I'm trying to think of the way to say this. So the thing is, though, it's kind of branding itself as a music something company. You know, like it's not a what was the way that it's worded? Let me see. An administration of financial markets. That's not what it's branding itself as. It's branding itself as a record label or a music related company. So I felt like there would be a title that would be more associated with what they're trying to do as a business rather than being within the administration of financial markets. I understand that. That's a good question. Just out of curiosity, of course. So they set up the LTD. So we've seen all of this go ahead. Contract audit. Have they done an audit? Not yet. It doesn't seem. Okay. Community launch white paper. The white paper looks fantastic, by the way. Good job. Started marketing, ambassador announcement, and more. Okay, look at it. Let's see. Hi, I'm the COO of Muso Finance. We've registered the company in this way as we'll be withdrawing from cryptocurrency. Once we start to create separate areas of business, I'll be up. Okay, so to fund it, they are going to be using cryptocurrency itself. That's going to be like their funding and withdrawing from crypto. And so once they start to receive money from the record label, music festivals, they said they'll update it accordingly. Okay, interesting. Cool. Thank you for that answer. Paul, what do you think? Freaking not like while Paul's here, I'm gonna ask him stuff because Paul is he's on the driven team. Absolutely amazing. So in the Q4 CoinGecko application, CoinMarketCap application, white paper released. Good job doing this white paper this fast. Extensive audit, further marketing, business announcements, and more. I'd love to see that audit. I don't buy anything before an audit, and so I would definitely like to see it. And this is just a message out to the Muso team from Paul. Paul does know a good bit about this space, a lot. He says, yeah, I understand the best solution for you is to create the second LTD and use the main one to invest in the second one. All the best, Alex. Look at that. I love this. Is what I mean by we don't want spam. We don't want none of that. We want good community chatting. And I love that because it makes this so much more natural. And that's what I want. I don't want shilling in a shill fest. It's annoying. I love that. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Music app release, merchandise release, and making Muso Fest and further marketing in Q1. So that's honestly pretty soon. That'll be big for them. I'm excited to see how that does go for sure. Okay. Tokenomics. We went over this. I believe if there's anything extra here. Dev wallets locked, and you can see who they are, whose dev wallets it is. That's definitely a great thing. And liquidity being locked, so that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That looks pretty dang on interesting. I think we can rank them. They're kind of new. Muso, how new are you guys? When did you come out? I feel like this is relatively new. Someone also said Muso has already got listed on CoinGecko nice and early so they can cross that off Q4. They're moving very fast. That's great. Now, they're of course going to be in the top 5 because we've not ranked any other cryptos. So let's kind of see where they stand. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Okay, so all right, let's go back up here. Boom. So creativity, very creative. I'll give them a 9 off the bat. I have not seen another crypto do it like this. I've not seen another crypto take initiative to kind of make all of these other aspects of the music industry flow into crypto. So definitely do give them a great ranking for creativity. Longevity is definitely one that I would say I'd give them a 7 for now. And the reason is because although they do have a great idea, there's a lot of different things that go into that. To have a music fest, we need the world to open back up. This pandemic and things like that, you never know what's going to happen in the long term. And at the moment, you got to understand that with it being so heavily revolved around music festivals and things like that, or record labels, like, it's definitely going to be, the proof needs to be in the pudding. They have to prove that they can do it, and they can actually have to prove that this is going to be something that will be manageable in the long term because it is so heavily revolved around the music industry, which is a little relatively niche. So I'll give them a 7, but as time does go on, as they prove these things that we're going to be capable, the app comes out and stuff like that, I would definitely see them. I'd probably be able to increase that. Progress for being 8 weeks old or 2 weeks old, no problems at all. I give them an 8. I definitely think I'd like to see an audit. I don't even really like to see projects launch without audits, but I know it does require funding, so I can't be mad. But of course, for being 2 weeks old, it could be a little bit more progress, but the progress that they're making is fantastic, especially being listed on a few different sites, having their white paper already up, having all of their wallets being transparent on their in-depth roadmap and things like that. I think definitely earns them a 7 there. Presentation, I don't see any issues as well. I'll give them an 8 for now, simply for the fact that not an 8. Sorry, I thought that was out of 10. I would say presentation, I'm going to go ahead and give them a 12. I would say that it's a good first step, but I would for sure like to see just going forward that a lot of this does continue to develop, and that they definitely could just work on certain things within the presentation, like making this a lot more, maybe I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it. Let's go back here, but nope, not that. Figuring out this stuff. There we go. Okay. So I would like to see like maybe this is a little bit more interactive and not kind of just a chart or anything like that. I think it definitely could be a little bit better for sure, but for what it is, they're definitely doing a good job. So that's going to be that one. We're going to go ahead again and give them a 12 on presentation because it's great, but it could use a little more. Now, utility is an interesting one. Can someone give website for Glitchy? Glitchy's website is glitchy.wtf. So in terms of utility, this is an interesting one because there's a lot of utility, but it's still very speculative, right? And so what I would go ahead and do, because I think going forward, if they start to come out with the app and they do all these things that are going to be fueled by it itself, that'll be great. I think it's another 12. I think it's another 12 for sure. I'd say there's a lot of utility, but there's still a lot of proving that needs to be done that all of these things are going to happen. So this is definitely one we'll revisit. They're about to be in the top 5. So they'll be on grounds to be revisited. We'll go back, we'll go forward, we'll see how the utility is growing and things like that. Security, there's no audit yet, which always takes massive amounts away from the security ranking, as to be fair. That's always that out of the fairness of it all, that's absolutely important. Is the team doxed? That's a big question. To the people who are in here from Muso, is your team doxed? Are they publicly, readily available and listed to be seen who they are? I didn't see it, but I might have missed it. Yes. On the website. Must have missed it. I bet it's on the introduction page. Oh, look at this. Okay. Dang it. I'm pressing my OBS buttons. Okay, there we go. We can see here that the team are, I didn't realize there was more to this introduction page, so I'm glad we came back. Look, but as you can see, they're Doxxed, and they were musicians themselves. I forgot about that. And so they, of course, are a lot more public. So that's good. That's definitely great. Okay. Okay. Yes, good point. They're registered on the LTD company, so they are a registered, established legal company, which of course just helps with security. It's harder to disappear. So, okay, this is where my mind's at. So they're Doxxed, which is great. They're a legal established company, which is great. Those are two big ones. That definitely helps with that 20 percentile, okay, or that amount out of 20. That definitely gets them up to a 10 for sure. I would say the fact that many of their wallets are locked, provingly locked, their liquidity is locked, provingly locked, and things of that nature, they're readily available to answer questions and things like that. That's definitely another one that definitely gets them at least 3. So that's a 13. I would say until they get it, we're going to go 14 until they get an audit, because an audit is typically 3 or 4 points. That's like the last 3 or 4 I will not give them without an audit. So I think with an audit, with a good audit, and it kind of goes to show that the coding looks well, I would say that can get them to like an 18 security. And just, I would say, and there's a recommendation from Paul here, about the contract. So definitely take a look. There's further research to be done, of course. But one thing that I will say is that with the fact that so many of the funds are going to be required to create these things, music festival, record label, things like that. And since that is going to then, how do you explain it? Like that is going to put even more, like a larger percent of their money in their hands. Of course, there is just inherent risk that is there. And so it's something you have to think of. But as time goes on, and they prove that they're actually doing with those funds, that score goes up. Right? That comes down to credibility and time. They're only 2 weeks old. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something to consider. Typically, I wouldn't even rank a crypto that's 2 weeks old. But since they've done a great job of making progress, I'm willing to rank them, even though it may be a little bit lower. I'm willing to rank them because they've done a great job and there's a lot of progress to be made, and I want to revisit that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see what this is. I'm assuming it's around 70s. I would say that sounds about it, because there's a lot of room to grow, but they've done a lot of great things. Let's see. So divided by 80. Yeah, 77%. Absolutely. That sounds about right to me. I would say you keep doing these things, you get an audit, you update the white paper at some point, you do these different type of things. I would say that gets you up into the 80 percentile for sure. So that gets you a 77%. Of course, right there we can see. And then that goes ahead and gives them number 3 at the moment. Let's go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Muso Finance, 77%. Cool. Okay. Guys, have we glitched at all this entire stream? By the way, I haven't asked in a while. So this is what our current contenders look like. Good, Muso. Good. I hope you guys take the feedback. I hope you didn't take this as me hating. I'm not hating in any way. I think you're doing a fantastic job, especially for how new you are. But definitely take it, kind of go forward. And I think there can be some adjustments made. And I'm very excited to revisit and see the progress you do make within the next couple of weeks for sure. So definitely stay up, and I will definitely see that soon. So cool. No, guys, I'm telling you, Paul's like goated. He's goated. He's like great. Okay. All right. Let's see. On to the next. Let's go ahead. And let's keep this up, I would say, and then let's go ahead and do this. And let's jump into the chat for a second. We're going to go over one more crypto. Is any of the Wanderlust crew in here? I think we may have time to go over Wanderlust today. No, Paul's goated. Let's do Wanderlust. Darn it. We're going to do Wanderlust. That may cause the stream to lag scrolling that fast. My fault. Okay. And we may have time for one more after. We may have time. Wanderlust. And then, oh, wow. Nice, T. All right, there we go. Boom. Ignore all because I am picky. Here we go. Okay. So, all right, let's see here. So, what about my break? We're going over my breaks on Wednesday. Stay tuned. I talked to the owners of my breaks for like an hour and a half the other day, and they were fantastic. So definitely stay tuned. I'm so excited about my breaks. So excited. All right. 8-bit crypto has to be after the chat wants it. I see a few people saying 8-bit. Maybe we'll definitely check them out if we get the chance. We are coming up on about an hour right now, so I'm not sure. We usually only do an hour and 15. But if the 8-Pit crew wants it, maybe since we're just catching up today, we may have to push it to Wednesday, so definitely stay tuned. Okay. Because I've seen 8-Bit for a while, so I definitely want to get to him at some point. Let's get into Wanderlust. Let's go ahead. I'm going to have to undo this. One sec. If anyone knows the hotkey to undo things on Microsoft Word, I would highly appreciate it. Alrighty. Let's go with it. Okay. So, boom, boom. There we go. All right, let's figure this out. So, what is... You will absolutely love Predator, Tyler. That name's kind of off sometimes to me, but let's see. So, Wanderlust. Let's get it. Remind me what the website is one more time, so just to make sure I put the right one in, Mike Johnson, if you're in here. Control Z. Haha, thank you. That's why I love live streams. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Is it Wanderlust.finance? Pretty sure. Let's see. We have not checked it out on stream before. Yeah, this is it. Okay. All right. Boom. Okay. Dude, Rebecca's on. No, I'm telling you, Rebecca is on point. Rebecca has been active. I love it. Okay. Guys, I messaged the Baby London Twitter account, and I'm gonna be as nice about this as possible. But I don't mean to use Baby London as an example, but it gotta be done. Serious Tyler here. If your crypto, I'm gonna excuse it this time because the Twitter account, whoever owns the Twitter, did say they apologized, they made it stop. If your crypto goes to my videos that are not gem finders and spams the name multiple times, I 100% will blacklist the crypto from ever being on the channel. Zero expect. Okay. I did not piece those together, Rebecca. I did not piece those together. I literally just shouted out Astronaut earlier about Muso. But anyway, I never pieced that together. Anyway, but again, if your crypto spams its name in my comment sections that have nothing to do with gem finders, blacklisted. I'm banning the name from my comment section so it can never be commented again. Because guys, ADA videos, Ethereum videos, they're not the place to shill this stuff. On my Twitter, when I go in there and I say, hey guys, what do you want me to say? Shill away. But this is not the place. Okay? Not the place, and it does not look good for your project. Anyway, let's go ahead, and I want to jump into a super chat real quick because this is insane. But I didn't forget. We just had to get through this. But as we get into Wanderlust, this is it's not gonna let me pull it up. We got a $200 super chat from Mike Johnson. Says, good call on the new setup. Wanderlust has a crazy pre-sale vacation giveaway going on right now. Anyone that has to participate in pre-sale has a chance to win an all expense paid luxury vacation. Mike Johnson, thank you. I don't even know what to say, so I'm just going to say thank you. I love it. Thank you so much. I highly appreciate it. Paul says, I don't trust pre-sales. Pre-sales are definitely very risky. Pre-sale are very make this Excel spreadsheet. Make this an Excel spreadsheet so it does the work for you. I'm a developer, so this is painful. I'm sorry. My apologies. I don't know how to do the Excel spreadsheet stuff. I can probably do it pretty easy. And it can probably calculate that percent for me. So sorry, Al. I appreciate it. And quickly before we get into it, Blissful Bash MTG says, you are amazing, Tyler, and your views are so transparent. Appreciate what you do for the community. Team Wanderlust. Blissful Bash, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's all I'm here to do. Theremin Hero says, apologies from the Baby London communities. No problem. It's okay. One time, quick warning. Again, of course, I'll get mad, but for now, it's all right. Just going forward, try not to spam creators too much. Okay, just a fair piece of advice. Let's talk about Wanderlust. So again, they are in pre-sale. Let me make that clear. I do really appreciate Blissful Bash. I do really appreciate Mike Johnson. And since they are very transparent people, since they are very open and honest people, I know that they won't get mad at me for saying this. Pre-sales are much more risky. That's it, right? I mean, they much are. You know, going on and going forward, of course, you do have to understand that pre-sales can get risky to invest in because you never know what's going to really happen. And so you need to pay close attention. Don't invest money you can't lose and things like that. It can be it can be a fantastic crypto, but pre-sales are risky. I learned the hard way. You don't learn the hard way. Okay, let's just go with that. That's just my major PSA right there. Okay, do I think Mike Johnson and them are scamming? Probably not. I would be highly surprised, but it's not even about necessarily the scam. It's just you don't know what can happen with the price, what whales and things like that. Okay, so just fair warning. Okay, so let's talk about Wanderlust because they have a very cool idea. Okay, they have a very cool idea. Let's go to the white paper. So Wanderlust is a travel platform that facilitates high-end and luxurious travel giveaways with the vision to set a benchmark in the industry. The Wanderlust vision incorporates a one-step solution for travel needs and accommodations, along with the building a recognized cryptocurrency token that can be used anywhere across the world. Now, Rebecca quickly said, please explain the huge pre-sale cap on Wanderlust. Mike or Blissful, if you are in here, definitely let us know. Definitely let us know. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mom. Again, Michelle is my mom. She helps me. She's like my everything. Like she makes all of this go around. So let's see. The Wanderlust vision incorporates a one-step solution for travel needs and accommodations, along with building a recognized cryptocurrency token that can be used anywhere across the world. Leveraging the fundamentals of blockchain technology, the Wanderlust platform provides a way to exhilarating experience through travel giveaways. Built on the Binance Smart Chain network, it integrates Wanderlust, the token is Wander, as a native utility as the means to access the products and services of the Wanderlust ecosystem. The Wanderlust ecosystem encompasses innovative products, including an NFT generator that offers wanderers a way to digitize their travel encounters and create a unique identity of the decentralized platform. That's pretty cool. In addition, we offer a merchandise store that caters to the needs of our wanderers. So, at Wanderlust, we have always believed in giving our fair share. Oh, Paul is on it. Paul's on it. We're going to get a little update from Paul pretty soon here. Shout out to Paul. I found a contract from Unicrypt. At Wanderlust, we have always believed in giving our fair share of efforts to protect our mother nature. In order to enhance and preserve our natural paradise, we have assigned a portion of our proceedings towards charitable donations, which is cool. So let's talk about what they do. Trying to just think of the best way in which we can get to this and not, spend like too long. Okay. So the global tourism industry has experienced steady growth, 0.3% since from 2016 to 2020. The year of the corona, almost said it. Guys, that word will get you demonetized immediately on YouTube, and it almost slid out. Oh my goodness. I was so close. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that was really close. In 2018, the number of international tourists increased 6% to 1.3 billion people. Furthermore, the travel and tourism industry also played a key role in contributing to a country's GDP. Global travel and tourism's direct contribution to GDP was approximately $2.9 trillion in the U.S. in 2019, which is massive. And so just going forward, it kind of just says here, just to kind of skip to some other stuff. Of course, we are at about an hour and 7 minutes, and I want to get to like the what this actually does. Another persistent issue facing the current travel ecosystem is the substantial control of few centralized institutions over the industry. The monopoly of these institutions has further led to high commissions paid by the wanderers as well as travel providers. These persistent issues have led to the creation of the Wanderlust project that aims to set a benchmark in the travel landscape. So if you're a traveler, this is something to pay close attention to. Yeah, Jorge, that was very, very close. Okay. We aim to accomplish setting a benchmark by building an ecosystem that incorporates the following. So their vision. Travel, the way to feed and free your soul. My mom can account to this. She literally has Wanderlust in Arabic. I'm pretty sure the word is Wanderlust in Arabic tattooed on her arm. Not related to this project. This was done years ago, but we're big travelers. The long-term vision of Wanderlust is to recognize the native utility token Wander on a global scale that is exclusively used to fulfill all travel needs. Through the Wander token, wanderers do not have to go through inconsistent payment architecture. Instead, the blockchain-based cryptocurrency token can be used to cater to bookings, accommodation, travel, accessories, and more. Another fundamental aspect of the Wanderlust platform is to reduce the commission or transaction fees charged by the dominant platforms. Blockchain technology facilitates a decentralized network for the exchange of tokens with minimal transaction fees and in a near instant manner. Leveraging blockchain innovation, Wanderlust facilitates its users to a one-step solution that incorporates the Wander token. It aims to do this by partnering with leading travel agencies and Fortune 500 companies. Along with serving the two core fundamentals of the Wanderlust ecosystem, the platform also encompasses innovative products, and services. Additionally, the team strongly believes in doing their best to preserve natural paradise across the globe. This is why it will partner with charitable institutions that preserve our paradise, with the percentage of proceedings going towards donation causes. With this purview, we present to you the vision of Wanderlust. So, all right, let's get into what Wanderlust is all about, okay? So just kind of skimming through it real quick here, because I do want to make sure that we can get to what all the token's going to do. So let's kind of let's see here. Let's get into what the actual use case is here. Okay. So Earnable or Glitchy, who is the winner? Mystery review. Earnable and Glitchy were both paid sponsorships from last week that we had to catch up on this week. In order to avoid payment bias, of course, I just don't rank our sponsors just to make sure that this tournament isn't like a pay to win type thing. Okay. But we did rank Muso. So go check them out. Shout out to Rebecca for putting me on them for the first time. So the Wanderlust ecosystem. We've integrated several core functionalities and innovations in the Wanderlust ecosystem such that it helps fulfill the long-term vision. Let's talk about travel giveaways, because this is the staple. This is what a lot of people are excited about. To facilitate travel adventures to our community of wanderers, one of the core offerings the Wanderlust ecosystem is vacation giveaways. All our giveaways are structured as sweepstakes and strictly adhere to their guidelines. Our travel giveaways are structured as high-end, luxurious, and modern vacations. The Wanderlust team wants to ensure that our community has the best experience in exploring the beauty of this world. So how does it work? In order to participate in the giveaway, participants must register on the official giveaway page. I have no idea what I just said. On the official giveaway page to be eligible. The registration process is designed to be intuitive so that the community of wanderers can participate in the unique opportunity to win a travel giveaway. After a giveaway is completed, winners will be chosen on a random basis. Winners will win an exotic travel giveaway to places like Paris, London, France, and more. All details on the travel offer will be available to all participants before the start of the giveaway. Additionally, these details will also be made available to the community on all official channels of Wanderlust, which is interesting. So, next, NFT generator. So this is another interesting aspect of the project itself as well. So NFT or non-fungible tokens is a data unit stored on a digital blockchain ledger, and it certifies that a digital asset is exceptional and cannot be interchanged. There we go. NFTs are used to present items such as audio, photos, and other digital files. We want the community to have an opportunity of digitizing their travel escapades in the form of photos. If you can't tell, I have not had to read out loud in about 2 weeks, and I'm struggling. Form of photos, videos, and convert them into non-fungible tokens of the blockchain. These NFTs can further be used as postcards or shared between their friends and family. This presents a unique experience for influencers in the Wander community to share their art by digitizing on the decentralized ledger. Moreover, these unique tokens can also be sold into an NFT marketplace. So it's kind of like something you can bring along with you. It's another just aspect of the vacation itself. Okay, so they're also going to be giving back to Mother Nature. And this is something that I'm excited about as well, because a lot of people may look at this and like an idea of like, y'all are spending all this money on a luxurious vacation when you could be feeding the homeless. You know, there's always those people. And it's a good point to present, but you know, there's just always going to be people who are going to find a way to criticize it. And I like the fact that they're not only focusing on these luxurious giveaways and things like that, but they're also focusing on making sure that they're doing well with the money as well in terms of providing for nature and giving back to the same planet that's giving us the ability to travel. You know, these beautiful places we're going to are because Mother Earth. And so the fact that they're providing back to Mother Earth is a great another aspect as well. So by partnering and networking with leading and charitable donations, we strive to preserve the world's natural paradise. With this purview, we facilitate our charitable donations towards causes including preserving the forest, trees, oceans, climate change, sustainable and eco-friendly development, etc. By preserving our paradise product, we intend to expand these offerings to our community as well. We seek to bridge charitable donations for conservation projects that strive to preserve our environment. Now, I have a quick question. Mike, or anyone who is in here, how long is the pre-sale expected to be going on? I had a question. So let's see. So the token ecosystem, the actual coin itself, now that we know what they do. So the Wanderlust token is proposed to be built on a BSC network. So, of course, we do know a bit about what the BSC network is. So, okay, so they're basically just going over the fact that the BSC is just built around cheaper transaction fees, just makes it a lot easier. It's not as clogged and congested as we have seen from multiple other cryptos, okay? And of course, they do use PancakeSwap as well. So some of their core values. To ensure that we offer our best services to the Wanderer community, we have formulated our core values that will help the team adhere to principles in any and all circumstances. They want to be joyful. They want to contribute in terms of contributing to preserving the natural paradise. They want to make sure that they're transparent, that they provide the vision, and much more. Of course, I love how in-depth this white paper is. Of course, it is hard. Like for the stream itself, we can't read through everything, but we just got to kind of skim through it and get a good general understanding. But I definitely do recommend going read through the more, all of it. So the token itself is a deflationary token with the supply to be dispersed over time to drive long-term sustainability and near-term growth. The supply of Wanderlust is capped to 1 quadrillion, which is my max. So I'm glad they didn't go above that because I get a little bit just like turned away from cryptos that have more than 1 quadrillion. Okay. So the Wanderer token value accrues from a long-term vision of the Wanderlust product to cater to the several needs of the travel landscape and access the Wanderlust ecosystem's products and services. This allows Wanderlust to facilitate a uniform benchmark to the travel industry. Someone said, Paul said, Paul, get back to work. Paul's looking through the code right now. If anyone from the Wanderlust team, especially a developer, if you do have an answer to this question, for sure go in the chat and go check it out, as he said, as he's checking out the contract right now. So that's about value accrual. Let's look a little bit further more into what all some of the tokenomics are. There is a lot loading at the moment, so it's taking just a little second. There we go. Okay. So the tokenomics. On each Wanderlust transaction, a 10% transaction fee will be levied. The transaction fee amount is distributed as follows. Let's see. So, okay, so these are the tokenomics. Here we go. So 9% of the total token supply is allocated to the private presale. 15% of the total token supply is allocated for the public presale. This ensures that the community can participate at an early stage of the Wanderlust project. 2.5% of Wander tokens are allocated to the founders of the Wanderlust project, which isn't that much. I'm totally okay with that. The tokens will be unlocked after 1 year of vesting period from the TGE event. So, of course, there's going to be a lot of time before they can even access them, which is great. Helps with security. 23.5% of the tokens will be launched on the at the TGE, with 50% being burned. So on each Wander token transaction, a 10% fee will be levied. The transaction fee amount is distributed as follows. Okay, I think that thing up there that said this was supposed to just be right here. So 3% of the transaction fee is redistributed to holders. 3% is transferred back to LP. 3% goes to support Wanderlust funds for travel giveaways and donations. And 1% of the token transaction fee is burned. Now, I personally expected that it would be more of a transaction fee that would go towards, the travel giveaways and things like that. And I'm glad it's not. I'm glad that more of this is directed towards holders than actually the giveaway itself, because not everyone can win the giveaway. But people holding it, of course, they can take advantage of getting rewards and getting things like that. Now, one thing I got to do, I just got to plug in my second computer right here just to make sure that our ranking screen does not turn off. Got to notice that. 1 second. Technical difficulties. All right, there we go. So I do like that because this definitely does ensure, a lot of credibility for sure. And they could have easily said, oh, we need 6% of this tax to go towards these giveaways because they're so luxurious. And they could have been very extra about it and added that lanyap, the word of the day. And that's not good. We don't like to see that. So the fact that they were open and honest and modest with the amount in which they did take from the total 10%, only being 30% of that 10%, is definitely a good step. I am a fan of that because I think with something that promises luxurious travels and things like that, there's kind of those people who are going to get speculative, those people who are going to look like, okay, what are they selling a dream here? And the fact that they're actually going about establishing the fundamentals well, especially with tokenomics, is important because it kind of takes away some of that speculation. You know what I mean? Just my opinion there. So roadmap, let's talk about what they got going on. So Q3, here we are. So networking for partnerships, website launch, smart contract audit with TechRate. Has the audit been done yet? Mike Johnson, has that been done yet? Prepping for marketing campaigns, private sale and private pre-sale phase. Let's see what else we got. Sponsored event, social media and community building, public pre-sale on Unicrypt, launch of Wanderlust token, listing on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. TechRate audit is complete, which is fantastic. First vacation giveaways start at the end of this quarter, which is near. That's great. Charitable donations begin. Development NFT generator begins as well. Cool. Okay. Launching a product. So they have a lot going on. Testimonial videos, NFT generator, partnering, Fortune 500 companies. Cool deal with a lot more going forward. So the travel app will be developed in Q1 of 2022, expanding giveaways and charity donations, community building events, listing on more centralized exchanges, and partnership developments with hotels, resorts, and cruise lines. It'll be two quarters from now. I mean, less than 2 quarters at this point, maybe 4 or 5 months. That's good. Okay. And here is the team. So, of course, we do have Michael Eugene Johnson. I feel weird calling you by your middle name, but we got Mike Johnson, the homie. He is obviously in the chat right now. And of course, you can see his wallets here, and he is Doxxed, which is pretty cool. Some information about him. And we do have more information just listed there. We also do have info on Paul, who is also going to have himself doxed and things like that. I would for sure like to see, Mike, that you guys maybe add like a LinkedIn or something like that, just so people can kind of go see your history and see that you're a real person. I think that would be very important just for people to feel even more credibility. Just my kind of word of advice. And so definitely I would check into this. This is from Paul. Paul knows his coding. He knows his stuff. Paul said, I saw some vulnerabilities on the contract. Your constructor, transfer function, and swap tokens function can be easily hacked using the reentry method. I think we definitely need to be careful with the word hacked, Paul. You know, I think people freak out. I think your definition of hacked and the general definition of hacked, of course, can be put in different ways, but definitely it is something to pay attention to. But Mike, definitely do check this out if you have an answer to that. If whoever audited you did take a look at that, that'd be something interesting to look at. Of course, that'd be great to know. But going forward, let's see what else we got. So let's see. So going forward, presenting a sneak peek. I think videos will crash the stream 1,000,000%. So I'm not even going to try to do that right now. Let's see. So the economics, the Wanderlust utility token is used to explore the Wanderlust ecosystem. So we've seen that. Live charts, tokenomic breakdown there, supply details. We did see all of this. We do have our audits. We have what audit is this one? Solidity proof. Okay, so they have a solidity proof audit. And just a quick recommendation from Paul. He says to avoid this, make sure that you do not call an external function until the affected function has completed all of the internal work. So that definitely could be a recommendation. If you guys have addressed this, please let us know. Please let us know for sure. But this is another aspect from solid proof, just another audit, which is great because it does just help with some of the things that Paul's talking about right now in terms of the more technical and fundamental security and how do you explain it? The confidence that people can have because the actual coding, the fundamentals, and the foundation, that's the word. The foundation is strong itself. So good. Okay, and they have a tech rate audit. Let's kind of check out to see how this did. Passed on all our basic ones. Great. Okay, good. Cool deal. Okay. So, following that team, here we go. I think there should be a video that he said that they did a video docs on Twitter or I did a video docs on Instagram. So definitely go check out the Instagram. I don't think I'm logged in on Instagram here, and I'm not going to log in on here because I don't want to get my Instagram hacked, of course, but definitely go check that out. I trust Mike. He wouldn't just randomly lie about that. But this white paper is absolutely phenomenal. NFT generator coming soon. Merchandise coming soon, of course. Team, roadmap, brand. Dude. So let's talk about where I'm at with this one and then what my thoughts are. I've been trying to hold off on really diving deep on Wanderlust. I've known Mike for a while now, and I've been holding off on digging deep into the website and really looking at it because I wanted to save it for Gem Finders. And so I'm glad that the Wanderlust team and the community from Wanderlust is in here right now so we can check it out. Okay, so this is where I'm at with this one. So the pre-sale itself ends on August 21st. When the pre-sale itself ends is when we will rank it. You guys know one of my rules with pre-sales, I don't rank pre-sales anymore. It's just something that has bitten me many, many times in the past. And I think that just for the security of things that we definitely want to just see that we want to see. Someone says click on the brand guideline. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay. What's this? It's like a secondary dang on white paper. Wanderlust. Man, look at all this stuff. Oh, look at this. So look at the thought that they've put into this. Okay, hold on. Look at this. So the globe representing the world, the open circle gives meaning to the possibilities you find within Wanderlust. The map, of course, representing the stylized map, as we do understand there. Next destination representing of an arrow that hints at your next destination. You see the arrow there. The colors, your main colors there, of course. Color and backgrounds may vary by application. It is noteworthy that the correct thing to do is maintain harmony in both. So harmony, I'm assuming that's built off of the word. So applications, mock-ups, some of the different merch. That's sick. Look at that mask. That's dope. That's dope. Yo, look at this. That's great. Good. Okay, so this is where I'm at. Okay, for a crypto that's in pre-sale, I absolutely must say, hands down, definitely one of the best pre-sale white papers I've seen in a long time. In a very, very long time. In-depth, thorough, no blimps, really. There's a few little like slip ups where the words should be, but for the most part, the information is very clear. The idea is presented well. We see a brand book, the brand guidelines here. We do see so much transparency, so much openness. We can see all of the thoughts that were put into the project itself and how you guys did want this thing to move. I think all of that is phenomenal, especially for not even being launched to the just publicly launched yet. Of course, it's just in a pre-sale right now. Now, of course, it is in a pre-sale right now, but there's been 2 audits, which is fantastic. Possible coding problems there. I'm definitely going to talk to Mike after the stream about some of these things that Paul said. So definitely do take a look at that if Paul said that. So definitely something to consider. And of course, rules of this stream, I don't rank anything that's in its pre-sale. The pre-sale ends in 5 days. So I'm definitely in about 5 days. Next week on our stream, we're going to come back. We're going to revisit it and we're going to give it a ranking once the pre-sale ends because I want to make sure I stick to my rules. But I absolutely must say, very, very phenomenal job at building this brand, building the website, getting everything clear and not questioned and not confusing information on how all of this stuff works, what the goals are, what the intent is, and what the vision for this is. I have to say that was phenomenal. Great job. And I'm just staring at how nice this little blue gradient in here is. I love that. But anyways, great job with that. Quick question to Mike Johnson. Rebecca says, if pre-sale cap is not met, will you fair launch? I know that Rebecca said that the pre-sale cap was pretty high. So Mike Johnson, if you do have an answer to that, of course, that would be great. That would just be great if you have an answer to that. Great job. I'm nervous about going full screen right now, so I probably won't. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't start to lag, but we're going to try to go full screen. All right, so that's going to be it for the day, guys. Of course, that is going to be the cryptos. The only one that we did rank again, I'm just going to quickly pull that up one more time, is boom, add to stream. So just an updated look at our ranking system. Of course, we did add Muso Finance at a 77% with a lot of room to grow based off of the things coming in the future. They definitely do have a lot of potential. So stay tuned for Muso Finance. They have a great idea, but of course, we do want to see that there is still growth and that they're meeting a lot of the different things in which they say they will. Other than that, though, guys, when it comes to 8-bit, we'll definitely try to get to them on Wednesday. I'm super duper backed up right now whenever it comes to cryptos that we've been supposed to look at. So I'm going to try my best to get to it. Of course, just stay tuned. Pay attention to the Twitter. That's where I do a lot of our posting. Of course, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please go do so at TylerHillYT, and you can follow me on Instagram at Tyler.hill.investing. Now we're at about 1 minute and 26 seconds, and I'm OCD. I like my streams to be even numbers. So for the next 4 minutes, we're going to jump into a live AMA. So if there's any questions you have, if there's anything like that you want to know, please let me know. Yes, those are armpit stains because I was mad nervous that the stream was going to crash again. And here we go. So with that being said, what do you guys have? So let's see. Mike Johnson replied back, said, if pre-sale cap is not met, we will simply judge where the cap should be based off of our community and participation is at, and relaunch pre-sale at a lower cap that will be obtained by the continuation onward. Okay, so definitely something to consider. I'm going to pay attention to that because that does for sure determine the ranking and when we rank them. I would love to rank them. Progress is great. Creativity is great. Presentation, phenomenal. Best presentation out there. A lot of great things. Audit done, things like that. So I would love to rank them, but I want to stick to my rules. Of course, in that we don't rank any cryptos on pre-sale because that is, that's just my rule. Okay. So keep an eye. Amazing stream. How did you fix your problems? I got my mom to go run and get me I'm on crutches, by the way. So if you tell me, if you hear me say I asked people to go do things, I'm on crutches. I had knee surgery a week ago, so I'm still like not really functional. But she got me a 200-foot Ethernet or 100-foot Ethernet cable that runs all the way from the second story down here and runs all the way to my room, connects to my computer. I have a new computer. I have a brand new computer again, and I have like a whole bunch of new equipment basically. So new streaming software, everything. I restarted completely. So that's how I fixed it. Okay. Amazing stream. Absolutely. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Jorge Garcia. What a great review. Congratulations, Wanderlust. Your project is fire. Yeah, thank you, Jorge, and shout out to Wanderlust for doing a great job. Getting a quick little spam call there. Shut that up. All right, let's see. Awesome. Well, it went great, Tyler. Looking forward to 8-bit on Wednesday. We will try to get to it. No promises, but we will try to get to it. Promise. We have to go over Dogina. We have to go over Dogina. Mike Johnson, very easy to lose solutions. We start building our project at a different time in the market, and the hard caps we set were being knocked out very quickly by coins all over. Okay, that makes sense. You know, whenever they did launch, right, we did see a lot of these new projects just flying. Things have slowed down a little bit. You know, I know altcoins are flying, but microcaps haven't followed yet. So I will agree that there's definitely there's definitely I understand personally, possibly a misjudge on our part, but we are very confident in our project. Great. That's what I'm talking about from them though. I like that transparency. Thank you, Mike. Tyler, did you see the picture 8-bit put you in? No, I didn't. What was the picture? Metropolis, what's up, homie? Hey, I think I'm gonna be able to play Apex tonight. I gotta go coach at 6:30, but then I'll be back at like 8. It was hold on, I typed the name out. It was, what was it? Metropolis G on Apex, or was it Metropolis G or in green or something like that? What was it? What did 8-bit put me in? Because that just kind of make me mad. Oh, Mike, you play Apex too? Yo, let's run it. Let's run it. I'm so game. I love playing Apex. You Metropolis G. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Okay. All right, we're going to... A few more minutes, few more things. We'll jump into the chat. We'll keep it going, and we're going to wrap it up. I'm so glad it went smooth today, guys. So glad. Hey, pay attention. Watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna try something real quick. If this crashes the stream, I'll see you next time, by the way. But let's try this. I'm curious to see if it works. Oh, wait, hold on, real quick. Mike Johnson said, thanks, brother. You rock. Mike Johnson, absolutely. I appreciate it, man. Keep doing what y'all are doing. Again, the things that we talked about today, I think are very important. But what you have done, absolutely amazing. Keep going. It's a very rough war. It's a very rough ride. It's rocky. And, you know, making crypto can be hard from what I can tell. But the way you guys are being so open, transparent, and presenting all this information, very important. Definitely do check out the things that Paul said in terms of the contract and send me a message about that. I'm curious because I know Paul knows his stuff, and I'm not going to question any of that. So there we go. So quickly, I want to show you guys something. I'm not sure if this is going to crash the stream, but we're going to try. Okay, 1 second. Watch this. Check that out. Look how it brings me to the center and it's super blurry. If you watch my video from earlier this morning, I went ahead and I actually I used the blurry background and everything went pretty smooth. It kind of seems like the voice is a little bit off but I think this looks sick. I'm so excited about that. But I don't use it because it puts a lot of strain on things and I don't want to test muck. So let's go back to our other one. 1 sec. There we go. All right. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be about it today. Again, we do have another Gem Finders episode on Wednesday. So stay tuned. We're going to be there. We're going to be back. I think everything is good. I don't know if we had any major problems or anything like that. And I'm very excited because I've been missing doing my live streams. Again, I do post 2 times a day now. 2 times a day. 1 video in the morning, 1 live stream at night. Typically, it's going to be a video of technical analysis on a specific crypto. At nighttime, it's going to be a general live stream where we talk about the market, technical analysis for multiple cryptos and things like that. Tune in for that on Mondays and Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on my schedule. We are going to be doing Gem Finders, in which, again, we take a look at brand new crypto. So if that is something that interests you, come tune in around this time. Every single day, I'm going to be live, and I post around 8 or 9 a.m. Central Standard Time every day as well. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I hope you guys are as excited as I am about just the fact that we're back and things are good. And we're finally making this thing work. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all very, very soon. And I'll see you all next time. Oh, it's about to.